Hey CertSpring fans, welcome to today's presentation. Today we're going to be going through and showing how easy it is to create a new learning program using the software. We're not going to be going over any of the detailed features or functions that may be in each screen. We're simply going to run through and show you how in a pinch you can create a learning program very quickly. So let's go ahead and get started. As you can see, I am logged into the dashboard and I haven't created any tests on this account. This is a fresh account, and it's pretty much what it would look like if you were to register an account and log in for the first time. So I'm going to go ahead and click New. And what I've done is I've created in Evernote, I've just created some simple information that I can copy and paste. We have a planner that you can use to get yourself organized very quickly, or as you can see here, if you want, it's simple enough for you to use any Microsoft Word or Notepad, or as you can see, Evernote that I've used here. So I have a test title, and I'm going to go ahead and paste that. I have a description that I've already created, and I'm going to go ahead and put that in, and then I'm going to go ahead and click Save. That's pretty much all I need to do to get the course created. And as you can see now in the dashboard, I have a course, that a CertSpring Microlearning course, and I'm going to go ahead and click the pencil button to edit this course, and I'm going to now add content. So let me go ahead and go to the content screen. As you can see, we have no content. I'm going to click Add New. I'm going to go over here to my Evernote file, and I'm going to grab a link to a YouTube video that we basically put together as an intro to how powerful CertSpring is, and I'm going to go ahead and paste that link. I have a description for the content. I'm going to go ahead and paste it there, and a title. Now the title is in, and I'm going to go ahead and use a new content image to customize it a little bit. And I have an image here, and I'm going to go ahead and save. And as you can see, that quickly, using a piece of content that was in the public domain, I was able to quickly add my first content portion to the learning program. And you can see that within less than 3 minutes now we've created the course and we have our first piece of content. And I'm going to go ahead back in and edit the content. So as you can see, this is the information we put in so far, and then a link appears here on the left called questions. I'm going to click the questions button, and I have two areas. I've got the question settings and I've got the questions themselves. The question settings, basically it's a simple number that you put to show how many questions that you would actually need to pass this course, and in this case we're only going to have 2 questions, so I'm going to just leave it as 1. So let me go over here and click Add New. I'm going to add a new question. I have some questions prepared here in my Evernote file. The question is going to be, what is microlearning? And I have 3 answers that I've prepared. And answer 1 will be a short book. Answer 2, an episode from The Matrix. And then answer choice 3, I'm going to add another one here. A way to deliver learning where content is consumed in bite-sized chunks. Now we know that the answer is a way to deliver learning where content is consumed in bite-sized chunks, so we're going to go ahead and click the button to select that as the correct answer and click Save. Now we've added a question. We're going to add another question, and the next question is, why is CertSpring so effective at microlearning? Answer choice 1, tests are easy to create. Answer choice 2, you could use content from anywhere. Answer choice 3, it's designed for rapid test development. Go ahead and click and add an answer. or answer choice for all of the above. And it's actually all of the above. You can do all these things in CertSpring. So I'm going to choose that as the correct answer and click Save. Then I'm going to go over to my dashboard. And again, in less than a few minutes, less than 5 minutes, around 5 minutes, I'm not sure how long the video is at this point, but we were able to create the course, add content, and create questions. It's that easy and that simple. So now we're just going to go ahead and go back in and edit this course, and we're going to go to Publishing. And this option allows students to register themselves. Basically means that if you want to have the course open and people can go through a self-registration process, you would simply enable or disable that. But we're going to go ahead and skip past that and click Publish. And as you can see, we got a message saying that the certificate has been published successfully. Now we're going to go back to our dashboard, and you're going to see that under the heading of Access, we have this button for Get Links. So I'm going to go ahead and click that button. And I have an option to get a link for registration or an actual link for logging into the test. So I'm going to go ahead and copy that link. And now I'm going to open up a new tab. And I'm going to paste that link there for the course. And now you can see we have a login page that's available. The next thing we're going to want to do is we're going to want to add a student. So let me go ahead and go to Students. And we have no students yet, so I'm going to go back to my Notepad file here because I've created an account that I'm going to use and add a new student. I'm going to call this Test Student and give it this email address and this password. And now the student's been created. Alright, so now we've come over to the login screen for the student using the link that was provided when we copied it. And I'm going to go ahead and log in. And you can see basically we land on the dashboard and we can see a description of the test itself. We can see the status, last login, and the resource, the piece of content that we just created. So I'm going to go ahead and click View so you can see what it looks like when you actually view the content. And you can see the link that we created that we used for the test student. It basically shows this content comes directly from YouTube. I can go ahead and hit play. Online learning software designed to let anyone create a course or certification. Alright, so we can see that the content works and it shows in the window here. So we're going to go ahead and close that. And then we're going to go ahead and click Test to take our test. So we can see we have our questions here that we created. What is microlearning? A short book, an episode from the Matrix, or a way to deliver learning where content is consumed in bite-sized chunks. Go ahead and click that. Why is CertSpring so effective at microlearning? And we know that the answer is all of the above. So click Submit Next. And we can see that we passed the test. We have our results. We'll get an email letting us know that we passed as well. And I'll go ahead back to the dashboard. And you can see now that there's a button to allow us to download our certificate. So I'm going to go ahead and download that certificate. And as you can see, it says this is, let me zoom out here a little bit. This certificate is hereby granted to the test student for successful completion of the microlearning course. Now, this was obviously somewhat of a simplification in that you're probably going to have more than one resource, and it's going to take a little bit more time. But the reality is that you saw that within a few minutes, I was able to create a new certificate program based on a YouTube video, publish it, log in, take a test, and download my certificate. And that really is the true beauty and the power of CertSpring. You can get a learning program spun up very, very easily and quickly, and that is pretty much the focus of today's video, to show you the power of that. So I want to thank you for for coming by today and taking a look at the video. We'll have other videos coming that explain the interface in more detail and that go into some of the options and features that you'll see, including how to charge for a test, enter merchant details, run the program in different modes. But that pretty much is it for today's presentation. So thank you very much for coming by, and good luck with your learning programs.